I wanted to do a tweet when, like, when we actually started with the game. So... Oh! The decision you made in episode 3 bears heavy physical consequences, and a visual reminder of those consequences will follow you for the rest of the game. You can reduce the intensity of this visual reminder, or remove it entirely at any point in the preferences. Oh. Because, let's see, would you like to see a recap? Yes, let's give a full recap. Especially for folks first popping in. I won't read all of these out, but basically, we are in town. We're in town for the funeral of our aunt, cousin's mother, Pearl Ann. And even though there was a rocky relationship between their side of the family and our side of the family, we're going back for the funeral, basically. This is Tabitha. She smiles. It technically is a smile. Family's humble estate. The Scarlets basically run like the main mining outfit in town. Also, there is a swinub in chat. So exclamation mark catch if you'd like to get yourself a swinub. Only a few rooms will be safely accessible for your stay. The floors have been known to give out. So what do we do with that? So, like, you know, be careful, be careful. So let's just go ahead and wander with Stella, who Stella, Gretchen. It's not a tumor. Really, it's not. It's the kind of smile akin to the T-101 trying to be human. Right. Pretty much. So yeah, creepy things in the woods. You've got Duke here, who's trying to scare us. Like, who not trying to scare us. He's trying to find out what's doing what with his chickens. Because the chickens are gone missing. Actually, there's the chicken right there. So this was one of our decision points in Chapter 1, where do we grab the flashlight? Or do we mind Gretchen? What ended up happening, because we are a powerful build, we were able to heroically dive forward, tuck Gretchen under one arm, grab the flashlight with the other, so that we could also get the flashlight. Otherwise, we would be choosing one of the two options. Ditchling goes away. We actually punched one of the Ditchlings. Again, powerful build. It might not have been smart. His body feels wrong. And that was the first day. So yeah, Sybil called them. My grandmother called them Ditchlings, and they're a terrible omen. Great suffering and destruction to come. And welcome to Sybil, Kaneeka. We still got Stella. And Stella and I, we slept together in the sense that we just slept. But after what had just happened, it's understandable. This is a really calming piece of art. With her beside you, the events of the evening seem like something that happened to someone else. For now, you're safe and you're warm. So that's the first day. Tabitha wasn't terribly happy about us, you know, just piecing out. So she's like, yeah, no, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. All that means is we got to plan out our sleepovers. That's all that means. That's what I'm hearing. Chatted with Avery. Avery, they are, they're Winnie's nephew, nephew, and but we told Avery everything. Gonna keep my ears open for you. Diners where everyone comes to gossip. Yeah, Avery is awesome. Avery is awesome, and we're trying to include, and he wants to be more included in the town. He's a transplant to town, so we actually start inviting him on inviting them. My apologies, them. They use they them pronouns. Kaneeka's hair is so cool. Like I really like her character design. I like Stella's character design. There's Oscar, the town librarian, single dad. This takes place, by the way, in fictional town, but in North Carolina. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts. Yeah, Kaneeka is fantastic. Hi, Dr. Kelly. Can Reese come and play? Nothing strenuous. Yeah. So Dr. Kelly is Avery's mom. Another character. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. So this is Wayne. The folks in the Scarlet Hollow community have really how do I phrase this? They've taken to Wayne. We don't know what Wayne is. But yeah, so we were investigating the Scarlet Mine, so like we were sneaking under our cousin's nose. We saw Rosalina dip into one of the mines. She didn't. She did. So you got a bunch of teenagers go into the Shaw Mine. Shaw Mine was closed a while ago after her collapse. We actually called Tabby. So hey, you know, she's I mean, it's her mine. She should probably know about it. Also, why do you know about this? Wayne got the Rule 34 treatment? Yes, Wayne got the Rule 34 treatment. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. We spoiler, we didn't listen. So yeah, now it's the town hangout. It's where the teenagers in town hang out. Becka, Alexis, Rosalina, Miles, and Zane. I haven't thought about those names in a while. Well, I was looking up Alexis and Becky for a script, but Miles and Zane, I don't know where I pulled that up. Oh yeah, by the way, BRB heard the dryer buzzer. By the way, there's Tabitha. She's smiling. She's smiling. That is a smile. Notice she's smiling. No one else is. Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. So, our dad says our house is haunted. But basically, the three of the teens snuck off. Rosalina, Alexis, and Becky snuck off. Oh, yeah, where'd three of you run off to? Are you kidding me? So, you can feel it in your chest. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Not before the lights from your phone illuminates the chamber. Hey, some guy on. How you doing today? Welcome to probably one of the creepiest games that I've ever played, including Outlast is scary, but Scarlet Hollow is creepy. It's great. Yep, we finally got all the install stuff working for the new episode. It took a little bit of time. So yeah, there, just kind of as a heads up, there is, I mean, sure, spoilers, but also content warnings. So things are getting heavy and probably not good. Probably not good. I was an alpha tester for the episode, so very excited to finally be able to talk about it. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, like I'd back the Kickstarter. I'm honestly really excited for so chapter 7. Like chapter 7 is gonna be a I'm kind of excited for that because I'm gonna be in the graveyard in the Scarlet family. So also false alarm. The dryer. That dryer. So. But yeah, so I'm really excited for how well Scarlet Hollow and Slay the Princess have been doing. It was actually real kind of funny when I was playing. But yeah, how did you enjoy the alpha experience, some guy on? Like I heard it was really good. Like I'm really excited that you are able to start talking about it as well. Wait, Becka and Alexis are still down there. And yeah, so this is Finch Scarlet. We are a himbo. You can't just leave them there. And we didn't. We went down and got them. Meant that we were late getting out of the mine. And Rosalina suffered for it. And there were art changes done in between episodes 2 and 3. Aww, that's no. That's. Thank you, Slowpoke. I was trying to find the button to do it on my side. Yeah. So yeah, don't worry about buying. Don't. I need to add that to like a block list. But thanks for being on that. Slowpoke is one of my best 2 mods. And yeah, Tabitha is not happy. But you know, it's okay. We barely even noticed the dust. We didn't take a shower. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face twisted with pain. The art, like, trapped by powers beyond her control. And yeah, like, Hi, Olive. And that was through chapter 2. Dustin and Dustin's mom. So Dustin is the actual cutest character. Actual cutest. Chat with Janie. So yeah, this is the chapter 3. We're now into the chapter 3 recap. Janie, Finch. I heard about what happened. I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. Okay, so honestly, Janie's speech pattern, I totally, it's familiar to me. Sorry, got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and for poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. What are your traits? We are himbo, so we are powerful build and we are hot. Couldn't happen to nicer people. So yeah, we've got so yeah, like we were able to rescue both Gretchen and Duke in that first night, but we made our choice for the second one. Is the new blend ready? And neither, like, I think they ended up kind of especially balancing things a little bit later, like save 2 kids versus not. Kind of hard to choose. Kind of hard to choose the other one. Good looking and ridiculously good looking. Right. Of course. Finch, if you'd like to keep Miles company. So they're getting some tea, and this is where I think one of the, yeah, Olive is absolutely disturbing. 69 times, Olive. Nice. High five. Or butt your head against. You know, that works too. That works too. Powerful build. You've never seen the man beside Boo. Whoever he is big. Yeah. So this is Bo. This is Duke's boy. If it ain't Finch, but this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. He was there with Stella that night in the woods, and having Duke survive and be able to verify our story is honestly kind of cool. And I'm really glad that, because we actually did this playthrough as well with a, where Duke did die, and this is a much sadder conversation. Like, Bo's still friendly with us. Also, oh, that's right, we got breakfast with Stella. We like Stella. We also like Kaneeka. I mean, we're hot. We like everyone. Also, the mayor. The mayor's a dog. He's got a little sash and a fancy top hat. And a high pastor. Yeah, sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? Mayor Doge, just like President Dog. I'm Pastor Daniel. Yep, everyone. So, we found out, and I won't, for folks who who will be playing this a little bit later, don't worry, I'll still be plenty sad, even with Duke still alive. Fair. I remember playing through this with another playthrough, and we got some insights into Pastor Daniel, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Doors are always open. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Hi, Avery. We finally met Avery, also in Chapter 3. Really good artist, but there is something medically up with him, like, and it's unfortunate, like, your mama's so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective. He's got, like, but yeah, like, there's a couple things, and a really awkward dinner conversation. Dinner roll, spaghetti, light salad. And, like, it was, like, yeah, we'll have to see how you're feeling. Reese started getting kind of worked up a little bit. That's why you keep on getting sick. It's not like it's ever gonna change. I'm sick every day, not getting better. Like, he's feeling. I mean, he's pretty isolated for a young adult, and ouch. Silences Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese. That does remind me. Oh, that's right. There was like a door that we were drawn to the vet. Oh, shoot. I remember that now. Hey, just in time. Rosalina's situated in the back room. So let's go ghost hunting. And we got Avery too. Whoa. So now this is where, like, yeah, things get weird. We have like all these like phasmophobia things as well. Hey, it's a trapdoor. Let's go for it. Let's open that up. That was not the best idea. That was not the best idea. We start going through this sequence here. Also, the ceiling is actually a door. Hi, Wayne. Again. Yep. Yay, possession for everyone. Except Wayne. This is quite the maze, isn't it? Absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. So, like, Wayne knows about those. Check out this guy over here. Bottom feeders, and the sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. We basically figured out that, you know, the ghost was Charles Shaw Jr., I think. But basically, because he was murdered by a Scarlet and got years stolen from him, he wants years from a Scarlet. We are a Scarlet. What an annoying pest you are. Couldn't keep me out for long. Come along, Finch. Leave it to fester. Stop, don't do this. Oh, good. You get the little jump scare in the review. And we did end up giving up years of our life. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? It hit Stella. That whole experience hit Stella really hard. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat. Oh, that's new. That's blood around our field of vision. Looking forward to continuing our chat. That is new. Old Man Scarlet. We are Old Man Hot Scarlet. We are, oh no, we're hot. And your phone buzzes on the nightstand. Aw, hey, sorry I ran off earlier. Wound up in a really bad headspace. I care about you so much. So sorry you got hurt in there. I just need some time to get a handle on things. Yeah, that overlay is going to be there. Sorry. Yeah, we put the spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. to rest, but who knows how much time we gave up. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do right now. Or maybe things will only get worse from here. We're not even halfway. I guess this is... or maybe things will only get worse from here. Let's wake up. You open your eyes. It's a new day. Now we're gonna play with it. We'll go ahead and play with it because we feel like shit. You're hoping some of your strength would return to you after a good night's sleep, but you feel just as drained as when you dug yourself out of that shallow grave. Your limbs are heavy, and your heart struggles to keep up with your movements. You feel like you've lost something that was important to you. Your thoughts drift to the countless hours you spent pushing your body to its physical limits. It's as though the peak of a mountain you've been climbing your entire life has been sawn off, leaving you to contemplate a disappointing plateau. Ooh, that's a description. This is great. I can't wait to finally be dead. Life goes on. Today is another day. I have no strong opinions. Life goes on, but for how much longer will our life go on? Fair. An involuntary shudder runs down our spine, and it probably hurts. Buzz of our phone on the nightstand. Hey, just want to check in. Hope you're doing okay. Less than 3. I can't. I just realized I can't really do a 3. I mean, I guess I could do that. Also wanted to ask if you've heard from Stella. Check your messages. Nothing from Stella. Let's call Stella. Dial Stella. Hey, what's up? Just kidding. I'm not able to come to the phone right now. This is actually a recording of my voice. It isn't really me. Technology, huh? Anyways, leave a message or don't. I never check this thing. The mailbox is full and can't accept messages at this time. Morning, hot stuff. How's my favorite cryptid hunter? How many years did we lose? That feels a little overboard. We're a himbo. More than hot stuff. Message sits undelivered. She messaged me last night. Seems like she just has some stuff on her mind that she needs to work through. Okay, good to know. I'm glad at least someone's heard from her. But I'm still kind of worried. It's a little odd for her to just dip with everything going on. I think we should look for her. Let's meet up in town, okay? We got our morning plans. Let's take a shower. And into the shower. Okay, good. Oh, that's right. The shower is okay. It's the toilet that... The hot water soothes your aching joints. Despite the state of the bathroom, this shower is a good place. As it rinses your body clean, you... Yeah, thinking about the door in the clinic. The specter of an early death. Afterlife. Stella, Rosalina, Sybil's warning, Wayne, someone special. Out of this hellhole. Like, I don't want to think about just nothing. Someone special. Specifically, you think about... Actually, this is kind of cool. Wayne. And the way it's cool and quiet confidence protected you during yesterday's haunting. Okay, this option is totally based on the thing. Dr. Kelly, Reese, Oscar, Avery, Kaneeka, Stella. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. We're gonna think about Stella. Hopefully she's okay, and Kaneeka's being... And Kaneeka is more of a realist. I like Kaneeka a lot. I like Stella a lot. Great characters. Let's check the closet. Yep, still a creepy doll. What? The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. But your long-dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. Something to mull over for the rest of the day. Aw, we can't check in on Dustin. Find her in the kitchen. They're striking. Oh! So the miners are striking. This week of all weeks. As if I didn't have enough on my plate already. You want me to help smooth things over? I'm pretty good at negotiating. People always help me out with stuff like this if I ask nicely. Wait, do you think that's because you're good at negotiating? Has nobody told you it's because you're... Never mind. Look, I appreciate the offer, but I'm not sure that's the sort of thing you'd be able to pull off. Gasoline on a fire. My problem to fix... Oh, she's smiling again. If I could replicate her smile, it's like an ooh. I don't know if I don't know how close I am. I don't know if I want to get Tabitha's smile. Oh my goodness, but Tabitha as an uwu face, or Wayne as an uwu. Your only job is to stay safe until the funeral is over. I've got a feeling a lot of these are like, nah, she doesn't really know about the Ditchlings. I don't think. What do the strikers even want? I haven't seen a list of demands. If any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. I think... Because she has to care about the strike. Have you heard anything from Stella? I can't get a hold of her. Tends to just disappear every now and then. She's tough. So ghosts are real. I still can't get over that. Still sticking. Oh. So one important bit that I don't know if you saw in the recap. Tabitha did not go ghost hunting with us. What are you trying to accomplish here? If you really lost years of your life to a ghost, you have no one to blame but yourself for making a bad deal. Who just goes and makes a deal with an angry ghost? Sell it, sell the estate, get out while you still can. You really are Vivian's kid, aren't you? Trying to bow out just when things get difficult. Not giving up like that. This is the Scarlet Mine. I'm just gonna cash out on your family's legacy. On our family's legacy and bringing the mine back to life one way or another. Probably should get going, right? Yeah, I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe. No more hijinks. Oh, we are so doing more hijinks. But let me know if you get into trouble, okay? Oh, she does care. Figure out the rest of our day. Let's get a PB&J. If Stella's MIA, who knows when you'll get the chance to eat. Oh, hi, Jinx. Make yourself a PB&J in anticipation for the long day ahead of you. Hi, Frou-Frou. Let's head into town. Head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. The birds sound different today, muffled like your ears are full of cotton. The dull sun shines down on the surrounding wilderness, seeming to wash the color from the world. Also, there are so many ditchlings now, but you're adjusting. Already your body is starting to accept the change that has come over it, to accept that this is how things will be from here on out. You can't help but feel the countless eyes watching you from the tree line, feeling that reminds you of your time in the woods with Stella. Ditchlings shouldn't be out in the middle of the day, though. They're getting bolder. Hi, Avery. To your surprise, you find a familiar face making its way up the path towards you. Hey, I was just coming up to see you. I hope you're able to get some sleep after everything that happened last night. They don't say anything about your appearance, but you can see them take you in the light of the day, revealing your new features clearly for the first time. They smile. Clearly, they like what they see. You doing okay? Oh, we're so going with the hot option. The ghost may have stolen my youthful good looks, but it couldn't take my hotness. My bone structure could never be laid low by mere aging. You got that right. Let's try to catch that zigzagoon. What doesn't kill you makes me... What doesn't kill you makes you hotter, right? Hey. So good to see your lovely face first thing in the morning. Right back at you. You were on my mind a lot last night. I don't think I'll ever forget seeing the sunrise this morning. Not just because it meant I'd survived the night after all, but because it meant I was closer to being able to see you again. Aww. Aw, shucks. There's ditchlings everywhere now, even though it's daytime. I noticed a few on my way up. They're kind of funny now that I'm getting a good look at them, with their scrunched up little Sharpay faces. Sharpay? I've never heard that before. So should I be worried about these things? I know they're a bad omen or something, but like, are they dangerous? They're not going to eat me if I take a wrong turn, right? No, but you might get some eggs laid in your skin. I will go with the powerful build option. Just hit him with a stick or something. I punched one and left an imprint of my fist in his face. Wayne stepped on one and it exploded. They're not very threatening. Maybe they're not threatening to you. You're kind of ripped. And that Wayne guy, I mean, he's not human, right? So if you're not worried, I won't worry either. I'll just be sure to keep my eyes out for a stick, I guess. Are you doing okay? I'm great. With something like possession, I kind of feel like there are more upsides than downsides. Always choose the Chuck Norris option. It's a pretty cool badge of honor as far as I'm concerned. Heard from Stella? I haven't heard from her, though we don't text much, and I haven't checked with Winnie to see if she came in for an early breakfast or anything. But if you haven't heard from her, that doesn't sound great. Seeing her like that last night was awful. She's usually so unflappable. Kaneeka and I are meeting up to look for Stella. Want to come? Absolutely. I told Winnie I'd be coming in late today, so I've got time. I don't know how much time, though. From what I saw this morning, the diner is hopping. It's absolutely packed with miners. They must be using it as a home base for the strike. Oh, by the way, there's a strike going on. Yeah, Tabitha told us this morning. Alright, let's head to town. Yeah, good idea. You and Avery start down the path to town. It isn't long until you find yourself at the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Oh my goodness. Okay, I love Kaneeka's outfit. Like, it is... Oh, her belt! Her belt is like that moon, like it's the faces of the moon thing. Finch, you made it. And you picked up an Avery along the way. Hope we're both doing okay, like, emotionally. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Better after seeing Finch. That's good. I feel like I got crushed by a steamroller or something. Joints all out of whack, totally exhausted and super foggy. Mom's been insisting I caught a cold, and I wasn't buying it, but as of this morning, I've come around. It's definitely something beyond exhaustion, even considering the ridiculously stressful week we've all had. I'm not gonna let that stop me from looking for Stella. Okay, no, we're going with the flirt option. You're stylish as always, even in the morning after being trapped in the nightmare realm. That's really nice of you. Picking outfits is an important part of my morning ritual. Helps me get out of bed on tough mornings. Like this one. This was a tough morning. I can't believe I'm talking about fashion while Stella might be in trouble. So, you're sweet. Someone manning the general store? Screw the general store. Mom can deal. Oh, did I miss something? You good, Kaneeka? Just some family drama. I'm sure I was going to take a sick day anyway. I don't want to infect the entire town with whatever this cold is. Okay, no. I have a tendency, by the way, whenever like that randomly pops up, I have a tendency to accidentally right-click, like, so, and that brings up the save menu for stuff, like for that, for Beacon Pines, was another thing that uses the right mouse to open the menu. Cooking companions. Instead, I'll just infect both of you and whoever else we come across while looking for Stella. Yeah, I'm supposed to see your mom at some point. I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today that she couldn't have told all of us last night. Maybe she's gonna read your fortune. After last night, I wouldn't doubt she actually could. Your mom's always had a bit of that Glinda vibe going for her. Yeah, maybe I should stop making fun of her for her whole New Age mystic thing. A lot's happened in the past couple days. I need to take a page out of Stella's book and just block this shit out. I need to be focused. I can't keep having all these existential crises. There'll be plenty of time for tea after we found Stella. Rational explanation? Rational? Sure. Rooted in the reality that until a few days ago I thought was devoid of all magic and supernatural shit? No. Yeah, that checks out. Ghosts are real. They can suck you into illusory dimensions and puppet your body like a fleshy marionette. That's a description. Fleshy marionette. Next thing you know, we'll find out there's a secret society of warlocks running the country, or that angels are real. Gotta admit, it's kind of thrilling, isn't it? Anything could be possible. Who knows what the new day holds for all of us? It would be a little more thrilling if it weren't terrifying. All the magical stuff we found so far just wants to hurt us. We need a magical being that's on our side. Where are the magical girls when you need them? Fleshy Marionette sounds like a neat metal band name. I mean, it kind of does. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of does. But it's an appropriate two-word thing. I'll phrase it like that. But yeah, Kaneeka had a Sailor Moon sleep shirt back on day one. Aliens. Maybe your mom's the magical girl. No way, she's just a new age crystal and herbs lady. She's not. You don't think? She could be for real. Anything seems possible these days. But that would mean everything I thought I knew was wrong. My whole life has been a lie. Alright, yeah, let's not dawdle. I'm worried about stuff. Oh, of course, as we've dawdled for the last, like, 10 minutes. 5-10 minutes, like. All that. It doesn't feel right to be doing it. That's not actively searching for her. Where to first? Everything you know is wrong. Black is white is up and down and short is long. And everything you thought was so important now doesn't matter. Yeah, let's start with her house. That's what I'm hoping. I would have gone already, but I was kind of nervous about doing anything by myself today. That's fair. Just in case I ran into yet another horror from beyond the veil or whatever. All right, you make your way towards Stella's house. Kaneeka knocks anxiously on the door. It creaks. Oh no. Powerful build. Your protective instincts set in, and the muscles in your arms tighten, your shoulders straightening. If danger lurks ahead, I can't speak. You're ready for it. For the life of you, you can't remember if Stella closed the door behind her when the two of you left for the library yesterday morning. Oh dear. Yes, words are hard. Let's just go into Stella's house. You step past the threshold and into Stella's house. The living room is almost exactly as you saw it the other day. Whatever happened to Stella, it doesn't look like it happened here. It doesn't look like there's a struggle or anything unless it happened in another room, or maybe someone or something caught her off guard. You didn't have to add that last part. I'm gonna forget you said that and just be thankful this doesn't look like a crime scene. Alright, let's investigate all the places. Messier than she left it yesterday. A couple of cabinets are hanging open, and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. We didn't leave the kitchen like this. So what, do you think someone rummaged through the kitchen? Someone rummaged through our closet. She must have come home last night. Why would anyone else leave the living room in one piece just to trash the kitchen? Town surrounded by monsters. Maybe they got hungry. Came home last night, had a snack, and didn't feel like putting things away. Feel that. She came home last night. Where did she go and why did she leave? And why haven't we been able to reach her? Shaggy build unlocked. Oh my goodness, yes. Alright, check Stella's room. I actually don't know. Because we were in the guest room. We slept in the guest room the first night. She's not here. So it's a little untidy. It's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. I'm not sure we should be snooping. We already broke into her house, right? The door was left wide open. Let's see. There isn't a password. All right, Kaneeka's out. Let me know if you find anything. All right, Stella's is cluttered. Oh, how do we find anything on here? Just check on open tabs. Can't see a single icon. Uncle Carr's Bigfoot Farm. The post in question, something big is happening in Scarlet Hollow. Hey everyone, was out chasing a skunk ape sighting the other day, and I found these weird little guys. Never heard of Ditchlings before. Camera isn't shaky enough. This is totally staged. Gosh darn it, online people. Clean footage and some sort of cryptid nobody's heard of. Do not ever look at the search history. Guys, since when did high quality footage count as anything other than actual evidence? These things are terrifying. I smell an ARG. Augmented reality game? Serious, I got a ton of extra footage. Like Mothman. Okay, I'm listening. I love me a Mothman. Thank you, Moth Stan. I believe you. Lucky you're falling right into your lap. I don't trust YouTubers. They're entertainments, not scientists. Thread continues into the next day. Okay, so this isn't ARG. I would never. Found some Tommyknockers. Audio file. Tommyknockers real.wave. Just because you put the word real in your file name doesn't mean they're real. I can't believe I bought into that River Runner hype. So she's trying to get help, and this actually hurting her reputation. I was gonna sell out to big indie horror. This is kidnapped by aliens all over again. Also low doughy white things and now loud popping noises. Did you sell it to Pillsbury? Okay, but if there was like a Pillsbury Doughboy like horror game, I mean, stop cyberbullying her, or I'm gonna call the mods. Locking this thread and giving everyone a 7-day ban. No cyberbullying, no self-promo. The thread ends. Here's hoping my SoundCloud stays niche and underappreciated till the day I die. Let's do a 1-minute poll. We're doing a last thing you hear before you die. All right, so. Oh, there's a Brown song, by the way, in chat. So we'll go ahead and let this poll run for a minute. So the question is, do we check her browsing history? I mean, what I do is, I mean, you know, I'm not ashamed of my search history. Now, do I also, and this is also why it's a good idea. Ooh, that was actually my last Pokeball. I literally just was like, well, kind of waiting for the timer to expire. It's like, let me just go ahead and check how many Pokeballs I've got. The answer was that was my last one. There we go. I've now got more Pokeballs again. And we're going to check her search history. She hasn't visited any website since Tuesday night. If she came home after last night's incident, she didn't. Okay. What's that? Alright, we've seen enough. Thank God. And Slowpoke! Congrats on catching Bronzong. It's a mess. Do you think there was a struggle in here? It's tidy chaos. And it's what her room's been like for pretty much the entire time I've known her. Computer got a lot fancier. Actually, this case looks kind of familiar, actually. It's cool, though. Tidy chaos is a goal, yes. It could use a few more houseplants. I'll put together some trimmings after we found her. Oh, she still does this corkboard with string things. She likes putting the strings on there. They're more for decoration anyway. Alright, nothing else really to find there. Achievement unlocked, still life. So she probably came home last night, but she's not here now. We don't have any idea. Wait, the files are in the computer? I thought I was overacting this morning. I hope she would just be sleeping in. Can't believe she's actually missing. We'll find her. Where to next? She's not a church person to the mines. The cops, let's check with Oscar. Oh, nothing else happened after this is also an opportunity to check in on Oscar and Rosalina. They're so brave for sleeping in that house after everything we went through. I'd rather sleep in the woods with the Ditchlings than someplace that was that haunted. Your mom said it was safe, and I'm inclined to believe her. Why would she lie? How would she know that? Magic. I mean, the magical girl Sybil. Yes. Let's go. Achievement unlocked. Library card. Morning light streams in through the library's large windows. In the bright daylight, the library is once again a place of comfort, all menace having fled in the wake of Charles Shaw Jr.'s departure. No ghost, thank God. I was not up for an encore. Yeah, it's gone just like your mom said it would be. Yes, Oscar must be in back. I know that's where I'd be if I finally got my house back. Unsupervised. Sometimes it feels like anyone could just walk in and do whatever they wanted. All right, so actually, I'm gonna write that down real quick. Just making a couple notes. Like what? Steal books? I mean, they could, right? I'm not saying anyone would. I'm just saying that people in this town trust each other a lot. It's nice. Let's go find Oscar. Feels strange to be back here in the light of day, as if the events of the previous evening were all a terrible dream. Oh, it really takes me back. Feels like it was only yesterday that we were last here, blissfully unaware that our entire lives were about to change forever. It was only yesterday. I know. Okay, good. It's not multiple missing people. Thank you, camera. There we go. Good to see all of you, Finch. He takes in the sight of you standing in the bright corridor. Oh yeah, we got that house unhaunted at the cost of our life force. I hope you're doing well this morning. Please come on in. Like, his face fell like when seeing us. Uh-oh, you're doing really great, Rosalina. Not a lot of kids your age can take shots that well. You're being so brave. Okay, so there's Dr. Kelly, Alexis, Rosalina. You don't have to talk to me like I'm 5, but you are brave. Actually, this is kind of... You really are, Rosalina. You're, like, so badass. This is actually kind of nice. Like, hey, it's Dr. Kelly, and not thinking about a Reese thing. This is more than most people have to deal with in their whole lives. And here you are taking it like a champ. Oh. Dr. Kelly's kind demeanor vanishes as she turns and glares at you. Well, it was nice seeing that side of her at least. Oh, I see. We have visitors. Oh, there's Pixel? But her glare vanishes when she takes in your new visage. Her features soften into a look of shock and concern. Mr. Gutierrez told me what happened last night, and I must admit I found it hard to believe, but your face... It definitely looks like you had years stolen from you, whatever that means. It's concerning. I'd like to give you a physical. Also, there is a flirt option, which should be available to anyone. Okay, hold on. I don't trust doctors. I'm good. I feel fine. My punishment from me all sins. So you can poison me? Oh, that's not, I don't think you're in network. Okay, so this actually, like, feels the most real. Ghost magic. Someone fix me. Ghost still, sure, there's plenty of evidence that something happened to you right in front of me. So are you gonna get your physical? Of course, I understand your interest in my body. Let's go somewhere private. We're doing this. Dr. Kelly glances to the side in embarrassment. I can't tell what Avery's expression is here. What? No, not here. The clinic. As soon as you get the chance. I only have a few other appointments today, so just stop by whenever it's convenient. Awkward. You should really be taking this seriously. Her examination finished. Back to Rosalina. How's Rosalina, Doc? She can tell us herself. What do you say, Rosalina? How are you? Tired. My leg hurts. Let's get a physical. Let's get a physical. My leg hurts a lot, but the medicine is helping. It's not so bad now. Plus, I got to lie down in an actual bed last night, and you have no idea how good that felt. Thanks, Finch. So, a couple weeks ago, my mom came down to help me kind of get settled in the townhouse, and I took the couch for a couple days. This quote is very true. Can't believe you got any sleep last night after all that ghost stuff. I just sat on the couch with all the lights on. I don't think I slept at all. I really needed some rest after, the hospital and my foot. Your body is desperately trying to get you to rest. All that activity yesterday was pretty brutal on your injury. It's never going to stop hurting if you keep pushing yourself. So, what are you not going to do today? Anything? That's right. You're staying right here. No walking around, no investigating haunted houses. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. I should have been better at stopping her. I take full responsibility. As her father, I should have no need for anyone to step in and take blame for anything. It's the hospital's fault for sending her home at all. It's gross negligence, if you ask me. Actually, this is the first. This is the first time, because Oscar is used to having to take the blame, right? It's the first time Dr. Kelly says, or someone has said, yeah, no, Oscar, you're not taking the blame on this one. It's someone else's fault. Like, it's actually someone else's fault. And Dr. Kelly is right. So, give it time, then you can do all the activities you want. All right, Rosalina? So, Dr. Kelly, are you going to start poisoning her now? Wow. I'm guessing Charlie didn't come back from an Altcore? I slept in Rosalina's room, and I made sure to put some heavy objects on top of the hatch just to give myself some extra peace of mind. But I didn't see or hear anything all night. I think we're in the clear. I didn't see anything either, but even if something did happen, I wouldn't know. I was asleep as soon as my head hit the pillow. Losing a limb will do that, especially if you decide to tromp around the next day like nothing happened. I would have been fine if it weren't for Charlie. Good thing he's gone then, and let's hope he stays gone. How's Reese? Actually, that's a decent question, because he's fine, had a rough night, but he'll recover. He's used to this sort of thing. He just needs a couple of days to get back on his feet. That means no more excitement, not even a movie. I'm sorry to hear that, Dr. Kelly. Yeah, why did the hospital release her? Okay, but what if I wanted to hang out with you? This sounds so whiny. We're gonna go with it. But I want to see Shinochi Deathblood as promised chilling Japanese found footage horror. Watch it on your own. I'm sure cousin has a TV laying around somewhere in that big house. Okay. Let's actually get to the meat and potatoes of this. Has anyone seen Stella since last night? Not since dinner. She hasn't gotten in touch with any of you? And she's just gone. It's okay, Finch. We're gonna find her. It's not good. I haven't seen her since she ran off last night. How terrible. This is my fault. Oscar, bud. I get it. Yeah, Stella was practically banging down your door trying to get evidence of ghosts. I don't think you were going to be able to stop her. There was no way you could have known how she would react when she found it. I don't even think she knew how she'd react. Besides, you didn't know how bad it was going to get. You can't blame yourself for everything, man. Yes, you can't blame yourself for everything. And yeah, that was... I know you probably feel like it's your responsibility to make sure everyone around you is okay, but... yeah, you're only one guy. That's it. And it can't take responsibility for every single person, every single adult Also, like, because Oscar feels like the kind of building who would blame themselves for the hidden right. That's what Rosalina's always saying. I suppose I do apologize more than I should. You really do. We found something in Oscar's house last night. Stone carving that gave me a vision about what happened there. There was one in the mines the other night, too. Both of them had a sort of pull on me. Whatever they are, there's something like them in your clinic. I felt it last night. Would you mind if we looked into it? Yes, I would mind. There's nothing unusual going on at the clinic. I'm not going to let you snooping around based on some funny feeling. But if something does happen at the clinic, aren't you worried about Reese? If it's anything like what happened to us last night, none of you have to concern yourself with my son's health. I know how to take care of him, even in a supposed ghost emergency or whatever it is you're worried about. I mean, we're going to be swinging by. Yeah, we're just going to remain silent at this point. So, you got your meds, you got your nested pillows, a helpful friend by your side, and a cat to keep you company. Seems like you're all set. Make sure you do a whole lot of nothing today. Honestly, I'm glad to see Dr. Kelly in this light. Aside from just like... Yeah. Thanks again for coming down to see us, Joan. No, not a problem. I'd much rather she stay put than have to get in and out of cars. I'll call later today to see how things are going. Hope the rest of the week is less eventful for the two of you. Bye, Rosalina. Make sure to stay put and keep Pixel company, okay? We have a Natu already? We do not. Let's try to get a Natu. Dr. Kelly turns towards you again, her usual glare absent. And I hope you'll take me up on my offer, Finch. I'm concerned about you. Then she pushes past you to leave Oscar's house. We'll let you kids have some space. Alexis, why don't you figure out a restful activity for you and Rosalina? Will do, Mr. Gutierrez. I brought some video games and puzzles from my house and some movies, too. Whatever you want to do, Rosalina. Alright, back to the library. What's up? Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine, or at least much better than yesterday. I can't thank you enough, Finch. I'd like to be as helpful as I can from here on out. Now that our little situation is dealt with, I'll finally have some time to dig into the town archives. Our house was haunted because someone was murdered there. The mine collapse the other night was at the site of a mass grave. With enough research, maybe we'll be able to get a step ahead of the next crisis. Maybe we can actually preempt it. Oscar! I would be sleeping if I lost a leg. Yeah, right? That is assuming there's going to be a next crisis, but something tells me we aren't in the clear yet. Sorry, I accidentally right-clicked. We should compare notes. Not that I have any to start with, but if you know anything that might narrow down my research, it would save me a lot of time. I don't think we actually know that much more than you, but I've got some hunches. Can't help but feel there must be some inciting event, since everything started getting weird seemingly overnight. What that inciting event was or where to start looking for it, I've got no idea. But something to keep in mind. I mean, things only started happening once Finch got here. Yeah. Kaneeka shoots Avery a glare. No, we're not throwing Finch under the bus. But there's nothing wrong with being a magical catalyst. Sure, there's probably nothing wrong with someone being a magical catalyst, but there's definitely something wrong with saying someone's a magical catalyst. Alright, we can narrow the search down to 437 different events and locations around town. Pretty much, probably. People got the wrong idea. We're only a couple of steps away from the whole town deciding to shawl him. Nobody's gonna drag Finch into a witch hunt on my watch. I like to think we've outgrown the days of running people out of town on rails. I'd rather play it safe. Honestly, especially with everything going on. Because keep in mind, there's a strike going on in town as well. It's not like I'm going to run around town telling everyone that Finch magicked a bunch of terrible disasters into existence. But if there's a catalyst for all of this, why wouldn't it be a lost Scarlet finally coming home to Scarlet Hollow? Hey, Finch getting into town isn't the only major event that's happened lately. Pearl Ann died over a week ago, and those creatures in the woods were already reproducing by the time he got to town. Not to mention, I started seeing things in our house before Pearland passed, I think. I never thought to make a note of exactly when the spirit made itself known. There's a root cause for all of this. Hopefully there's a way to put the genie back in its bottle. I'm going to do my best to find out if there have been any similar events, and whether there's anything special about Scarlet Hollow that might explain what's going on. Yeah, the carvings are pretty important. To think there was something like that under my house all this time. And to think someone must have put it there. But who? And there was one in the mines, and if you're right, there's one in the clinic. Maybe that's what I should be focusing on now. How many of those things are there? If we're lucky, maybe just those 3, but I'd rather not count on it. Good thing Finch has an open appointment with the doc. You look around for clues while you're there. It's probably a good idea to see her anyways for your health. Yeah, we should investigate the clinic. You're not wrong, but at the same time, I don't want to be the one who sneaks into Dr. Kelly's clinic and gets caught. She's mean enough as is. Yeah, we probably don't want to be breaking into her place of business. Who knows, if we uncover another ghost or some new kind of terrifying supernatural entity lurking in our clinic, she might be more grateful than mad. No one should be breaking into any houses. We don't need to go looking for trouble when we've already found a lifetime's worth. I don't know if we have time to play it safe. Just give me a day or two to do some research. Okay. Yeah, I'm just keeping track on... dinner last night was weird. I don't think we need to go around accusing anyone of being deceitful. Nope, Finch is definitely right. I know that's probably not great to hear since Rosalina really needs her right now, but something is up with Dr. Kelly. I'm worried about Reese. She seemed pretty normal in there, even if she was a little terse with you two. She was pretty nice to Rosalina, I'd say. Yeah, she likes sick people and kids. People who are easy to control. I request we drop this line of thinking. We don't need to turn on each other based on pure speculation. Besides, she took me at my word about everything that happened last night. That has to account for something, right? That is fair. I think Sybil knows more than she's letting on. She wants me to come talk to her today. I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Why would my mom hide anything from us? She always has had a strange air about her, hasn't she? I'd be interested to know what exactly she intends to discuss with you, Finch. I have a feeling she has more than tea to offer. Oh, she can spill the tea. Yeah, make sure Pixel stays inside or it might get grabbed by Ditchlings. The Ditchlings are those things from the woods, right? With those faces? Yeah, the Anguished Doughboys. I kind of like them. It's like a hidden object game out there today with all the weird little faces peering out of bushes. Okay, I literally was just checking to see, like, what that was. It's not Ditchling. Like them? Are we talking about the same creatures that have been laying eggs in the local wildlife? I don't want to get friendlier with them or anything. I just think they're kind of interesting. To each their own. Will do. I can't imagine how devastated Rosalina would be if something were to happen to him, especially after everything she's been through. I have a carving. Oh yeah. That thing is evil if there's even the slightest chance that going back down their trigger or something, it's not worth disturbing until we know more. We finally have our house back and I'm not taking any risks until we know what we're dealing with. No arguments there. Yeah, we need to find Stella, and fast. I agree. We need her brazen energy if we're going to do any serious sleuthing. See you around, Oscar. Let us know what you find. I will. Good. So, good to know you have an open invitation to clinic today. Finding Stella should be our priority, but it wouldn't hurt to check in on Reese later. It wouldn't hurt for you to get a checkup either. Let's check out the diner. Maybe we'll run into someone, and here's hoping Winnie doesn't try to rope me into clocking in early. All right, take it easy, Slowpoke. It feels like you walked into a private meeting. The back booth is full of miners, and they're having what seems to be an intense discussion. Their expressions gravely serious. Oh yeah, because by the way, they're striking. There's a strike going on. What's going on? There's a strike up at the mines. They made the diner their base of operations. When you asked for the morning off, I didn't think you'd be showing up with friends. Sorry, Aunt Winnie. Stella's gone missing and I've been helping these two track her down. You haven't seen her, have you? Don't you apologize now? And I can't say I have. Should I be worried about her? I hope not. We're not interrupting anything here, are we? Of course not. Any paying customer is welcome, as long as you aren't about to step on anyone's toes or cause a fuss. They are arguing with each other loudly enough for you to easily overhear. Sure, the shift schedules are tough, and sure, we don't get enough time off for me to see my family as often as I'd like. But this is the best job I can get right now. Listen, kid, you're only a year or so into this gig. Trust me, the longer it goes on, the more it sucks the life out of you. At first, you're just unhappy, but you think you can weather it till you find something better. Paycheck is paycheck. I get it. But the next thing you know, you lost years of your life to a company that doesn't give a solitary shit about you. It uses up every free second it can suck out of its workers, pays up just enough to survive, but not so much that we can never save enough to get the hell out. Zax, we could get fired for this. I really need the paycheck. My sister needs the paycheck. I'm the only reason she can afford a tuition right now. I can't get fired. This job still has its perks, like the company housing. I can't afford my own place and send money back home. I don't know where I would live if I didn't have this job. Right, the company housing. How generous of the big boss to put you up in a company-owned shack that ain't had proper maintenance done in decades. You know she uses that housing as an excuse to pay us less. The company housing, that means almost nobody in this whole damn town owns the place they live. That's why the Scarlets can keep getting away with whatever they want. Oh, this is awkward. We're Scarlet. Dax, we don't have the numbers, man. We know this is risky. Riskier than most of us can afford. We would have the numbers if y'all would stand with me and not let management's scare tactics get to you. It's not scare tactics. People like her now. That one ran into a collapsing coal mine and saved 3 children from being buried alive. Oh! That's interesting. That was a decision we made back in chapter 2 about warning her. If we didn't have her, this would be a different sentiment, I think. I really do, but how are we supposed to organize a strike against the town hero? Are you trying to tell me that a mine collapsing less than 2 days ago is why you don't want to strike? It's a bad time, Zax. It's always a bad time, Baker. Doesn't matter whose name is on the deed for the place. Without us, there is no mine. We got them against the ropes. We can't back down now, or they'll come out swinging. Yeah. Have any of y'all seen Stella? She's missing. All eyes glaring at you in unison. The YouTuber? We ain't seen her. Harrison's voice drops to an barely audible mumble. I hope she's okay. So, about the strike. Y'all know who you're related to, kid. Word travels fast, and I'll be damned if we talk business in front of you. Maybe I can convince Tabitha to back down. I believe when I see it. In the meantime, there's still a line that we just can't cross. Trust can only go so far. Nah, Finch is cool. I wouldn't hang out with him if he wasn't. Can't help you who you're related to, right? No, I suppose you can't. That doesn't mean we have to trust everyone who stumbles into town. No offense, but your friendship don't mean much, Diner Kid. You're friends with everyone, even that Julius freak. Diner Kid? I know you know Avery's name. The strike can be stronger or weaker based on what happens in previous episodes. Right, that's kind of what that kind of felt like, because we invited Tabitha, and we did call Tabitha right before going into the mine. And that was shown in the recap. Like, they explicitly like, yeah, we're going to call Tabitha. So she was down there. She helped us get everyone out. So feels like that would impact this a bit. So that's actually pretty neat. Diner Kid? I know you know Avery's name. If I ever hear you call them that again. Sorry, Miss Winnie. It won't happen again. Don't apologize to me. Sorry, Avery. I didn't mean to be so dismissive. Y'all are right, though. I am pretty friendly with most people in town. My friendliness and ability to get along with anyone means I can't vouch for you. I guess that's that. Sorry, Finch. I'll vouch for him. Can't say that doesn't mean anything. Y'all know I hate Tabitha. I wouldn't stick my neck out for any relative of hers who wasn't 100% on our side. Oh, if Tabby goes down into the mine and Alexis and Becca stay down there. Oh. And we actually have not done that particular route. Like, we've done a couple playthroughs. But I don't think we've abandoned them down there. I should try that. That's how this game really hooks you, because of all the different branches. All right, noted. I can't say I'm comfortable having our little discussion in front of you, but maybe I won't keep thinking of you as Tabitha's little stoogie. We won't weigh in. I guess we should get going. They're not here. What's the buzz? And there's a Wurmple in chat. Exclamation mark Pokecatch if you'd like to get yourself a Wurmple. You turn and leave the diner. I like how there's like 3 different game things happening at once. Like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 shirt, because Senna is awesome. Scarlet Hollow. And we also have Pokemon community game going. Still no sign of Stella. Check out the church? Why? I see what you're thinking. Stella was confronted with evidence of the afterlife, so she might try getting into all that religious stuff. It's worth swinging by. We'll be thorough. I wouldn't mind stocking up on some holy water while we're there, too. Seems like a good idea to cover all our bases at this point. I don't think Baptists do the whole holy water thing, but I'm sure Pastor Daniel will pretend to bless some water if it means keeping us around a little longer. Good enough for me. I don't want them thinking we're possible converts. Oh, so Baptist, huh? Brand new scene. Oh, hey, there's Janie. Taking out the gradual slope towards the church. You know, I lived here for a few years now. I've never actually been to the church. Probably for a good reason. Where is that weirdo? Hi. My. 4 visitors at once on a Thursday? This is unprecedented. Wait. 1, 2, us. But there's only 3 of us. Oh no, were we followed by a ditchling? Hi. Sup, old people. Fun fact, we're actually old now. Oh, it's just Zane. What are you doing here? All the glimpses of death I've had in the past 2 days have forced me into a mist of an existential crisis, my dudes. I want to see if Faith had any answers for me. Alas, I have not yet found the solace I seek. Give it time, Zane. Sometimes takes a while. Yay, we're old. Sometimes it takes a while for the Lord to work his way into your heart, but when he does, you won't regret letting him in. Be sure to look over those pamphlets I gave you, and of course, I'm always here if you need to talk. Sure thing, Pastor D. Peace, y'all. Anyway, we're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night. No one's seen her since. Starting to get pretty worried. Hoping maybe you or Janie had seen her. I can't speak for Janie, but I'm afraid I've seen neither hide nor hair of Stella. If you'd like to talk to my wife, she's just over by the alpacas. Finch, I was hoping we might be able to talk in private. What do you have to say, Jen, that you can't say in front of us? Please, if you wouldn't mind, this is a personal matter. It's alright, we can get the juicy details. You know how rumors get started. Yeah, sure. If you're sure, we'll leave you to it. Oh, we made a mistake. You're right over there by the fence that's conveniently in your line of sight, okay? I think it's normal that all the townies hate Pastor Daniel, but the out-towners are fine with him. Like, that's normal and not suspicious at all. See you in a minute. Okay, so they're chatting with Janie. Okay, leaving you alone with the nervous pastor. I'm so glad you decided to come up and visit me. So many young people think we can solve all their problems on their own. Pastor's eyes dart back towards the alpacas. Okay, good, they're gone. You're new in town. What kind of impression did I make on you? Am I creepy? Huh. I need to stop being jibaited by the dryer. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm old now. It cursed me last night. Now I'm old. Oh, and here I thought you were putting on some sort of early Halloween costume. I like the cut of your jib. By the way, it is well established. Or I don't know how well established it is, but Abby and Tony are huge fans, apparently, of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Going by some of the achievements. Like, I'm a Deku in the Schnoz is one of the achievements that we have. This about the spirit you mentioned in the library. Sorry I wasn't more open-minded. I'm sorry that I dropped your call. Clearly been quite through quite the ordeal. Gosh, I hope I'm not being creepy again. Honestly, yeah. You haven't really done anything wrong, but you've got no chill. It's hard to open up to someone who's so tense and uncomfortable. That's a harsh truth you're slinging at me. It wasn't always like this, you know. Believe it or not, before I moved to Scarlet Hollow, I used to be pretty popular. I was one of the cool kids over at Harvard Divinity School. He's interrupted by the sounds of a snapping twig and a high-pitched giggle, partly muffled by the underbrush on the edge of the property. Tulip, come out of there. You know you're not supposed to play in the woods. Tulip glances back into the woods, quiet as she hesitates. Tulip, are you going to be good, or are we going to skip story time tonight? I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I won't go into the woods, I promise. I know you won't, Tulip, because you know it's too dangerous for little girls in there. I was one of the cool kids at my home school. Why don't you help Mama with the alpacas? It's just about time they got fed. Can you give them hay? Yeah. Tulip smiles broadly, seemingly excited by the prospect, and hurries off. Aww. Sorry I had to give a firm parenting moment just then. She's been trying to run off into those woods a lot lately, and it's really dangerous, even for adults. Oh, no. Yeah, there she is. Little Tulip. There's this massive trash dump not too far past the trees, but it must be at least 50 years old, so it's all grown over and looks like it's part of the landscape. Really? But if you accidentally walk on it, you might fall yourself falling into a hip-deep mound of rusty cans and broken glass. Oh, okay. I think Tabitha... No, sorry, not Tabitha. I think Stella mentioned it at the very beginning. Tulip made up some imaginary friends and keeps telling us they want her to go out there, like the word of some fictional creature she made up is going to convince us it's a good idea for her to play in somebody's old garbage. So the Ditchlings aren't a danger to us. Are they a danger to Tulip? But she's 7. Of course she would get some funny little idea like that. I'd love to get the community around a big cleanup. It's about some time someone got rid of all that junk. Oh, Tetanus Lake! Stella told me about it. Tetanus Lake? That's an accurate name. I wonder if Tulip would stay away if I started calling it that, or if it only make it sound more alluring. I'll say, how big of a trash? Like a weekend, or maybe a construction equipment? No idea how deep it goes. What was that you were saying about imaginary friends? Oh, she's just talking about those friends of her lately. Little stories about creatures that live in the church. I'm sure she saw some animal in there and decided it was her friend. Nothing to be overly concerned about, except the trash heat situation. Alright, so they're welcome back. Must have finished talking to Janie. Janie says she hasn't seen Stella either, so we better get going. Thanks for suggesting we head up here, Finch. You got to feel the alpacas. They were so cute and soft. It was awesome. Aww. And Janie says she'll come by the diner with cookies for the miners. And a few extra for me, of course. Aww. More alluring. I mean, Elephant Graveyard was instant gotta go there in The Lion King, right? I hope your talk with the pastor went well. Yeah, we had a great conversation. I appreciate you all stopping by, even if it wasn't the best circumstances. I'll let y'all be on your way. So, I also want to replay. I want to play Chapter 4 again with our with another of our another one of our things. I hope Stella turns up soon. I'll put in some good prayers with the big man for her. All right, thanks. See ya. Yeah, that's. I imagine that's how Kaneeka would say it. Just the smallest church in Scarlet Hollow. So, what was that about? He didn't say anything weird, did he? Toodles made some weird imaginary friends. Might want to check it out later this week. Let's not get too distracted. Before you suggest your next move, you start to feel woozy. Spots form at the edges of your vision. Your legs suddenly feel unstable. Your body sending you clear signals of exhaustion. It pains you to imagine how difficult the effects of Charlie's deal would be to manage for someone less than yourself, if even your powerful body is struggling just to walk from place to place. You played through Chapter 4 3 times when the final alpha build dropped last night. Ooh, jeez. Oh, I wonder if there's now a time limit for, like, because we're exploring everything. They didn't know, or maybe they did notice. They're not looking at us happy like. You're playing your next move carefully. I think we gotta do T. Probably gonna give you some rocks or bundles of herbs, protection or whatever. Because I don't want to burn all of our movement points, let's say, on going up to the mine or to the cops. Because that might count as they, like, were exhausted for the absolute rest of the time. And we're things don't go well. Let's do it. Besides, we get to sit down, probably. Bells of the general chime welcomely as the three of you enter. Kaneeka, there you are. You're supposed to stay in bed today, remember? Oh, you two. Hope you're both recovered from last night's fiasco. Sorry, Mom. It's just that Stella's missing, and Stella can take care of herself. Unlike you. You need bed rest and lots of fluids. You don't need to go running around in town spreading that cold of yours. Go on, get up to bed. I'll be up in a minute with some more tea. I thought you had some kind of important thing to talk to Finch about. I'm really feeling okay. I want to hear what you say to him. You're definitely not up for it after all that running around. Besides, I'll be doing a tea reading. Those always bore you to tears. Go on upstairs, sweetie. Okay, you're right. I'm not feeling well. I should really lie down. This is, of course, you know, I Bye, Finch. I'm sorry to be a bad host, Avery, but I was hoping Finch and I could do our reading in private. I'm sure Winnie needs help at diner. Ah, you're right. I totally left her on her own today. Fine by me. I wouldn't want to mess with your tea vibes. I'm sure those leaves are very particular. But before I go, I did want to ask, are you a witch? As flattered as I am that you think I'm that magical, I'm just an old lady who likes tea and has a few unusual hobbies. Look, I'm just saying, doing stuff like reading tea leaves is pretty witchy as far as I'm concerned, but I won't push it. Oh, just so you know, if you are a witch, you can totally tell us. We'd be cool about it. I'll leave y'all to your not supernatural private tea leaf. I'll leave y'all to your not supernatural private tea leaf reading. We'll catch up tomorrow, Finch. They make their way out of the general store, disappearing down the street in the direction of the diner. Shall we? Let's go to the tea room. Yeah, let's do it. Although, hopefully we can still do the appointment thing. Please, have a fresh seat. I'll bring you a fresh cup. It's dark here. Only a sliver of sunlight able to filter through the heavy curtains, supplemented by the bright grow lights over the plant in the corner. Joins you at the table and places a cup in front of you. It smells light and citrusy with an undercurrent of decaying earth. This is a special blend. It should help clarify some of the visions you've been getting. I'll be able to do a reading once you're done. Until then, how about we just chat? Oh, yeah, unsavory tales of my mom's youth. Oh my goodness, I most certainly did, though I might have been exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Difference between witches, sorcerers, and wizards, isn't she? Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Pearl Ann was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say, she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace, and considering more hatred for her fellow man. And there's a Dicklet in chat. But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her into quite the rebel. Yeah, why were they raised by Edwardine? Their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was so young, too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. Oh. She didn't survive the labor. I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something just as forgettable. From what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar to for Vivian, though she was much older. I believe she was the one who ended it, what with skipping town and all. What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? She came for me to advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was fear from what had happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Diglett! The Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew, but the way Vivian was that night she came to me stuck in my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. Afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The eldest died when the girls were still children. Edwardine never spoke about them, nor did your mother. Tea reading. Like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. Oh, the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal. You find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. So how'd you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? Oh, my family's been in these hills for a long time. That's how I know so much of the local flora. Everything I learned was handed down from generations of hill folk. There hasn't always been a reliable doctor up here, especially not one most folks could afford. They have to figure out their own medicine. What's with the mystery and ritual? Just want to say, I'll need your tea leaves first. I have pieces of the puzzle. But the tea leaves should help me give the full picture. It is delightful. Tea is gone before you know it. The small cup empty, save for what's left of the rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. Unless you're mistaken, the tea has also helped with your condition, at least a little bit. You still feel aged and worn, but you're a little less tired, a little mentally sharper than you were a few minutes ago. Yes, we got back some HP. Glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. It should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now on to business. A sludge. Ooh, dear, this does not bode well. You got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, difficulty. And the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that all this has to do with whatever brought the Ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may, at the very least, be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here. A cat, an enemy, lurking in plain sight. Where's Olive? Probably. This is fine. Oh. An enemy lurking in plain sight. See, this is too... See, the thing is, like, this is too... open. An enemy lurking in plain sight. Because the thing is, so here's the weird thing. And I'm curious. I'm not going to do a save. Because one of the things that I do with these, it is a one-time... This is my canonical playthrough. My himbo character is now my canonical playthrough character. Tabitha and Wayne feel like they would be too obvious. Dr. Kelly might be too obvious. Pastor Daniel might be too obvious. I wonder if the enemy lurking in plain sight is Avery, Reese, Oscar, Kaneeka, Stella, or Sybil. This is the... Can I make a suggestion for what to pick here? If it's alright, I'd rather not. From a blind playthrough perspective. I hope you don't mind. But I appreciate you asking. I appreciate you asking before. We'll go with the... We'll tell you what. We are a himbo. We'll just go with the cat's gotta be Pixel or Frou-Frou or Truck. You know, the cat's not a literal cat. It's a symbol for an enemy lurking in plain sight. Probably a human enemy, but almost certainly not a cat. You don't have to figure out an answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. Just be on guard and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. We know from the Ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way, and it's likely that it's connecting to some hidden entity. Truck-chan! Maybe we can try to counteract whatever might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, those stones, carvings, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. Until the cat reveals itself, it seems like your best course of action is to seek these carvings out, piece together what you can from your visions, and arm yourself with that information. You think you might be able to find another? Yes, actually, funnily enough. Deeper into the clinic. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can even find her there. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. I think I felt another in the clinic. That's good. If you can find your way inside and uncover another stone, that should give up a leg up on your adversary. You'll just have to be careful to avoid the doctor. If I recall correctly, there's a hill that takes you nearly all the way there to the second story, and she never locks any of the doors up there. Oh! Wait, how does she know that she doesn't lock your doors? Just in case that's helpful information. Oh my goodness, I think that's all the help I can offer. I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it just brought up more questions than giving any clear answers. I'll let you know if I find anything. I mean, it wasn't terribly helpful. Although the insight about someone hiding in plain sight that might be an enemy. Dang it, it's Zane, isn't it? Zane's the enemy. Glad to hear it. I hope all goes well, and I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. And you're escorted back to the door. And remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. I'm curious what your thoughts on Sybil are. Do you like her? Is she sus? Sybil's an interesting character. I think yes. Do I like her? Yes. Is she sus? Yes. I think that I don't believe she is the enemy. However, I don't know how much of what she says is rooted in actuality, aside from the Ditchlings. And it would be interesting. Yeah, she's a tough case. Yeah, she's suspicious, but I think I wouldn't put too much trust in her, but I don't think that she's the main force. Strangely flat in the stale air of the nearly empty general store. Let's check in on Kaneeka. You're not going anywhere before checking in on Kaneeka. Knock on Kaneeka's door. Oh, this is the first time. Mom, I really don't need any more tea. I'm just going to lay down for a while. Can I come in? Oh, hey. Sorry, Finch. My mom was right. I'm exhausted. I probably shouldn't push it or I'll end up worse off tomorrow. We're on our own. Oh. Out the familiar hill, residential area. So, for the first time, we don't have anyone by our side. Except for the raccoon there, and Ditchling, or maybe that actually might be Wayne. You know it's a good time when it's this music, though. But this is the first time that we're kind of getting to this part of the story alone. I can already feel the presence, like a magnet that's been fixed to your ribcage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits this compulsive frequency. It's time for your checkup. You see the hill Sybil was talking about. Stone blanket. She take you directly up to the second floor and the unlocked doors of the terrace. Hot. Get to the... Wayne is in... Okay, so yeah, that is Wayne then back there. Okay. Oh, Ditchling also right here. Oh, I see him. All I can really see is his eyes. I mean, we'll go with the hot option. Zero in on the drain pipe. Bingo. It's been a while since you've done this, and you're a little rusty. Doesn't take much effort before you're there. It's always unlocked. You're in the clinic, free to explore as you please. Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. You can feel that odd sensation again. The nagging pull. You've been caught by its gravity, an overwhelming curiosity guiding you around a corner towards a dark doorway under the stairs. Been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. All right. I've got a bad feeling when we turn on the lights. I've got a really bad feeling. If the lights turn on. Are we ready? For probably something very mundane. Oh. What? What? You're in the morgue. Hi, Avery. Finch? Sorry, not Avery. Reese. Mixed up names. He's seemingly unsure whether you're the same person he met yesterday. What are you doing in the morgue? You haven't seen Stella around, have you? She's been missing since last night. I haven't. Did you think you'd find her in the morgue? His words seem distant to you. The tugging is strong down here. So, is Reese gonna accompany us? The back wall of the morgue. We need to see what's back there. I think we're gonna follow the pool. What do you think? Should we follow the pool? Touch the wall. Feels disappointingly solid under your palms. Hey, are you okay? Feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder. For a moment, the thing on the other side of the blank white wall loosens its pull on you. You kind of looked possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. This is the new music for the carvings. Yay! It's effective. There's some kind of magic shit going on, man. But it's telling me I need to get behind that wall. Reese glances back at the wall. It was patched to the mines and the library annex. Well, ooh, nice. You're really serious, aren't you? Probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the dock out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Why use axe? Actually, yeah, get the dock out of her. Yeah, if I say I'm sick, I need something. Shut whatever she's doing and do it for me. Surefire way to get her out of the house. And most of the time it's true anyway. Doesn't that make you... Yeah, this is... Hey, cool. I can't stop worrying about me. Might as well use it to my advantage when I can. I can tear through that wall, no problem. Not an expert, but I'm guessing it would be more efficient to use those big arms to wield an axe. That'd be super cool to see. Be right back. An uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. The hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom. He coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I can try and keep some juice down. Looks like we're all out, though. Really, I thought I'd just pick some up. Got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick up some orange juice. And some ginger ale, too. That'd be awesome. Sorry to ask, I know you're probably busy. It's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lay in bed till I get back. I still have a question. Why was he down in the morgue? On his own free will, you know. That's where he wanted to hang out. It worked. The theatric rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on up. We don't have long till she's back. As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, with your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious where it is, though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. Show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. I don't see an axe in here. Paper and cabinets. But something on your desk catches your eye. Some sort of records with your family's name on them. Yeah, find something interesting. They're your family's death certificates. Cause of death, sleep apnea, discovered by your daughter. Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. No autopsy performed. Chrysanthemum. Wonder who cursed her with that mouthful. I feel like that was forbidden knowledge. All right, Edwardine. All right, so Edwardine was 89. Heart failure. Signed by her daughter, Pearl Ann. Pretty normal. Almost made to 90. Died of normal old person illness. Enoch. 68. Fall from cliff with a coroner's appointment. Organ sustained impact injuries. Lacerations to the neck and body consistent with fall from great height. Whoa, an actual autopsy report. Anyone else? Theodore. 28. Crush and coal mine collapse. Signed by his brother Enoch. Joseph. 30. Died 24. So yeah, the Normandy in the line of duty. Edwardine's brothers. Certificate of fetal death. Infant boy. Andrew Charles Scarlet. Delivered 1945. Stillbirth. Mother Edwardine Scarlet. Complications during birth. No doctor present. No doctor Oh, that kind of makes sense if it was like a midwife. Home burial. Alexandra Scarlet. July 12th, 1946. 9. Missing presumed dead. Edwardine. Mary Bell Scarlet. Age 16. Complications during childbirth. Oh, so look through the dialogue, especially and when Enoch died and when Alexandra went missing. That's sus, right? Well, and 16 is yeah, that's yeah, like missing presumed dead. What would we say? August 20th. August 20th, 1957. Oh, August 20th, 1957. Ooh. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's a lot of kids to outlive. That is time to whip out the old string and corkboard. Okay, I like that achievement. You hear the sound of the front door handle being turned. Shit, I'm not supposed to be in here. We gotta hide. Hurries to the closet door, motioning you inside. Alright, let him in. You let him in. Together, you listen as the doctor makes her way to some room deeper in the clinic. In the silence of the title closet, every breath seems too loud, as if you could expect Dr. Kelly to hear it from wherever she was across the house. Better wait a second, just in case. Tense silence, both crammed into the suffocating closet. Shallow breaths, as if she could hear you breathing from the other side of the building. But the footsteps soon return, broadcasting her location all the way to the hallway just outside your hiding spot. They get louder, approaching the office open door, and then they stop. Much to your relief, she opens another door, leaving the main clinic. Very normal ear. Are you winning, Finch? No, we're not, Hap. And welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, absolutely nothing unusual. That reminds me. Just watch out. We're in the clear. All right, good. We're in the clear. Probably only got a minute or two until she comes back, so let's make it count. And yeah, if you're not ready, please give Happy Tack a follow. Playing Fire Emblem Randomizer. Oh my goodness. Medical supply closet. If any other room in the clinic is likely to have a fire axe, it's probably the room full of chemicals. So, basically, without too much spoilers, because Hap is, I think you're doing your playthrough tomorrow, your Chapter 4 playthrough. we've done like the first parts of it so far, and but yeah, basically, we do not have Stella, Kaneeka, Avery, Oscar at this point in time, but we are going to be chatting with Reese, and yeah, I figured, and that's why I'm trying to be vague for like, hey, here's what's happened. It's more, here's where we're at right now. This way. It's just a date with Reese. Exactly, you know. Can't you hear like the extremely poppy, like peppy music, you know, it's the Doki Doki Literature Club music. Yeah. How we got here. The only thing I will say, and I think you might have already been here, but the dots around our field of vision, yeah, that's our fault. That's because we gave up our years, so that's a permanent overlay. We can turn it off in settings, but it's a permanent overlay. So there it is. Keys. Here we go. He wants to use the axe. Your axe. Now we can... That was the door from the house. Come on, if we hurry, we can get you back downstairs. I'll run interference. Go downstairs, quick. Alright, start down the basement stairs, letting the pool of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Also, yay, morgue! Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right, we did already have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge, but there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? Thought I told you to go get rest. I'm just gonna chill in the morgue. I got my speakers, so if you hear weird sounds, that's just my music. I'll be sure to put in the earplugs to drown out all that industrial clanging you listen to. Oh, that's convenient. You know I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. You at least have a blanket this time? Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Now, her next line should be, well then, you should clean your room. Okay, I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. Alright, sound of Reese. Join you. Hey! Something spooky might happen when we break down that wall. Good. Feel like I've been missing out lately. Stop asking questions. Stop asking questions. It's time to see what's on the other side. Wall now, yes? Have at it. Axe practically singing through the air as you strike the wall. It's like cutting through butter. You're right, you could have torn it through it with your bare hands. Wall! 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 You stagger back from the massive hole in the wall and admire your effort. Holy shit. The splintered edge frames a dark passage, seemingly cut deep into the side of the cliff, cold seeping out from the forgotten passageway into the already frigid morgue. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall. There's a whole lot of hallway back there. There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the earthly mildew smell, like the room is slowly filling with dirt. And with the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward, and you climb into the hole. This hole was meant for me. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. Entire hospital wing rotting away for decades beyond some flimsy drywall. This might overexert Reese. I'm just guessing. His voice sounds distant. Actually, hold on. This is a very important poll. It's a very important poll. Oh, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall's rotten, water damage, having nearly eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The planks nearly reduced to sawdust. Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, that one episode where it's like, why didn't you all like just open the door or right the closet? You tear into it. Oh, Ina, I thought you weren't gonna come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. I said there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Ina, what am I gonna do? Nonsense, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing my own research, and I found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out. I promise. I went to talk to the witch. A witch? But that's nonsense. It's alright. It's all sorted. We're taking you home early today, and everything will be resolved by this time next week. Everything goes black. Your vision swims back into focus. It takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. Oh, we're back at in Avery's room. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Hey, I was worried you slipped into a coma or something. Tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving, and collapsed. Think you might have had some kind of seizure? Are you okay? Nothing spooky happened? Mountain didn't collapse? No ghosts? No, nothing. You just fell down, twitched a little, and when you seemed stable, carried you back here. That was a few hours ago. A few hours. And congratulations to Wall for winning the poll. You carried me? Through a hole in the wall and up and down a bunch of stairs? What? It wasn't super far or anything. I just picked you up and carried you. I might be sick a lot, but that doesn't mean I'm made out of paper. Really? I can still do things normal people can do. You must be really strong. Really? Thanks. I guess I don't have much of a frame of reference for what normal people can do. Hyper-elastic skin and biceps for days. And I snuck you back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room. Figured you wouldn't want to come too in the morgue. Okay, that's fair. You didn't call an ambulance? Stella said you did something similar a couple days ago. I know I wouldn't want somebody calling an ambulance for me every time I had an episode. Going to the hospital sucks. I had a vision, like a hallucination. I have those sometimes too. Used to have them a lot as a teen. Always just weird little things, like my hands would just look wrong, or my neck would seem too long, or the room just felt smaller. Visions. I think the carvings are trying to warn me about something. My family has dark secrets. An old family like yours? I believe it. Hopefully that's all ancient history, though. Right. I don't have insurance. Or if I did, it would be out of network, so it would be even worse than if I didn't have insurance. Because Dr. Kelly looking at us over... We're gonna do that. Teachers, I don't think you'll want her to do that. I refuse to take my medicine, so she's on the warpath up there. I have no idea what she's doing, but I've locked my door so she can't get down here. Why didn't you take your medicine exactly? It makes me feel like shit. I was fine yesterday until the doc made me take my pills. Now I was fine all day today. What's the harm in going a day without, right? Now I'm not taking it? It's like all these weird little memories have come rushing back. Bad memories. I don't think the doc's a good person. I don't think she wants me to be healthy. I don't think she wants me to see people. Shelly! Shelly! Shelly and the cheese! Sam, Archie, Shelly, Maddie! Welcome on in, Raiders! How are y'all doing today? Welcome on in, and welcome to Scarlet Hollow, where things are getting real and shit is going down. Yeah, how was your stream? How was Dark Souls? Did you do the thing and the stab with the booty and stabbing the booty and all that? And yeah, welcome on in. Coming in with the raid. Hi, I'm SorcererFinch. I'm a variety streamer of the variety. We play story games like this one. It's Scarlet Hollow that just came out today with the chapter 4. It's a horror game. Shelly did an amazing job stabbing the booty. Can confirm. Heck yeah! You got the boss that you were stuck on last time. Oh heck yeah! Right, that was the tree thing, right? With the mushroom balls. I'm trying to think of a better way to phrase it, but there's not really much of a better way to phrase it. But GG, and welcome to Scarlet Hollow, where, if you're wondering what's going on, because you're
right here.
Mother, you came.
Phrasing, boom. Inappropriate.
Never inappropriate. But yeah, so we just got some. Oh, okay, you got Treebeard the stream before, a different one. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, welcome to Scarlet Hollow, where this is Reese. We just found out that, you know, when he doesn't take his medicine, he actually can think clearly and feels healthier than when he takes his medicine. That's honestly now making me a little suspicious of Reese. Like, if was Reese, like, and now that I'm waking up to that truth, I don't think there's any going back for either of us. Find a distraction until it's safe to leave. And hey Mel, how's it going? Welcome on in. Welcome on in with the raid for bringing us some good vibes. Got that good vibes from me tonight. Da 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 da. I don't know the words that well. But yeah. So we're gonna find a distraction until it's safe to leave. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. So it doesn't feel awful, to be honest. You could always draw me. So Scarlet Hollow, by the way, to give a brief synopsis, story-based game where you choose 2 of 7 different traits, like things that your character is. Like, our character is a himbo. He is powerful build and hot. There are also others like street smart, mystical, talks to animals. And you actually can talk to the animals in the game. It's really awesome. But we basically came into Scarlet Hollow, the town, because our aunt passed away. But ever since we've gotten here, like every single episode, every single chapter, weird stuff has happened. And right now, we are absolutely gonna flirt. You could always draw me. There is a little blush there. So anyway, did I mention that we're hot? So we'll flirt. If you're sure you're okay with sitting for a portrait, I'd love to draw you. There's a quality to drawing that's almost like capturing memories. As sappy as that probably sounds, but this can be a sort of snapshot of the night my life turned around. We are very ooh. It's definitely a memory worth holding on to. I'll get you a chair. He excitedly hurries across the room, pulling up a couple chairs. You can see the difference in his energy now that he hasn't had his daily dose of poison. More talkative, less slouched, long limbs no longer perpetually tucked in at his sides. May I touch your face? Okay, of all the phrasings, though, that's not the best. Waggle your eyebrows suggestively. He places a gentle hand on your jaw, tilting your head slightly to the side. His fingertips are warm on your cheek, the sensation of their light touch lingering on your skin as he pulls away. Perfect. I hope this isn't terribly of me to say, but I like the new look. Last chapter, because this is chapter 4. It's an episodic release. There are going to be 7 total chapters. We're going to have a gravestone in the 7th chapter, because yay Kickstarter, and I really believe in Scarlet Hollow, and that it's a fantastic game. The splash of white in your hair, the creases at the corners of your mouth, beautiful. He pauses for a moment, a palpable tension filling the room. Let him start drawing. Thanks for doing this. You have no idea how long it's been since I was able to have somebody sit for me. Probably been since high school. So high school was the last time that he got to chat with Stella and Kaneeka. So I wonder if that's related. If those were the last folks that he drew. I wanted to draw you since we met yesterday. You have such a striking bone structure. Makes for a truly unique face. I hope I can capture it. For context, I hope that we get to see kind of the rest of his room in this playthrough, because we got to see it for the first time last time, and it's creepy. It's so much easier than usual. Sometimes getting the basic forms down can feel like pushing through mud, but this is like breathing. Sneak off for food? Absolutely, Shelly. You know, after stream, you know, take care of yourself. Everyone, make sure that you're drinking water, especially. We're gonna drink water. Water solidarity. Especially since we got our company's holiday party tonight. So I've actually got a hard stop in about an hour. So this might be a 2-parter. But yeah, this is a creepy horror game, like in that kind of vein. Highly recommend it, but enjoy food. What you having out of curiosity? It's like breathing, it's just flowing out. As the strokes gain confidence, I just can't believe I let it go on for long. But I never questioned her. I let her completely isolate me. Ooh, came back to 2 finches. Let me go mobile. All right, but I'm fine right now. I'm more than fine. I feel great. It's almost hap. At least I don't have a door right here anymore. But yeah, especially right here where this is on edge. I feel it's almost like I'm not actually sick. You realize it isn't confidence that's deepening the lines in the paper. It's anger, frustration. Love you. Was this a bad idea? Focus, just exist. We'll figure this out. Get you out of this basement. You have a new future ahead of you. There we go. Jess! Jess, thank you for gifting us up to Sam. Sam, enjoy the Finch emotes. And Jess, thank you so much. And that's also like, that's a round number. That's a round number. And yeah, now you get the creep and the stare and the ear-ats emotes. Yeah. You have a new future ahead of you. I don't know that for sure, though, and I'm not out of danger yet. I'm still down here. Oh no, I'm sorry. I must be acting strange. I feel strange. Do my nails look longer to you? There's a knock on the window. Finch, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. Hi, Olive. Olive, you're right in front. I'm looking over at OBS to see what the line was, because Olive is blocking it all. That voice, I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the window. Good luck, freak. That glass is shatterproof. Enemies upstairs, enemy outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. We probably shouldn't have sat for that picture, huh? Get treats. Get treats. You won't be safe. Why did he call you that thing? Yeah, Wayne hasn't hurt anyone. Kitty break. Right? Yes, he will. He's furious with me. Can't you hear it? But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. I can protect both of us, Finch. Notice we're not looking at Reese right now. The window shatters. Oh. As Reese tears at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Leave us alone. That's usually that's Wayne's text. That's Reese. Yeah. About to say, have fun. Hap's playing this tomorrow, by the way, so give Hap a tech to follow for seeing another different playthrough as Reese Hulk Hogan style, right? In a surge of violence, the change that has been brewing inside Reese finally comes. Thank you for giving Hap a shout out from me, Slowpoke. Also, make sure to actually let's just do some shout outs real quick. Shellyface. I can't do it yet. Shelly's also going to be getting a shout out here in a second. But yeah, the basement. Oh, as it manifests, the broken basement window is sealed off, and Wayne along with it. He just looks different. We aren't safe, but I can protect you. I can protect the both of us from the people who want to control us. I think things are changing. I knew we shouldn't have exposed the painting, the carving. I feel strong now. I think I can save us. Stay here. I'll be right back. I just have to deal with the doc. Leaving you with his smears. Yeah, no. You make your way to the door that beckoned to you yesterday. All intrigue. Now, yeah, this went full on horror. All intrigue now washed away. You know where it leads. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway, proper into the doctor's office, there is a monster preparing to do something unthinkable. Open the door. You grasp the handle and turn. Duck! Roll out of the way. Out of harm's way. She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as the projectile leaves the barrel, whizzing through the air to hit Reese. He pulls the tranquilizer dart out of his chest, breathing heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. You're gonna have to try harder than that, you... No, how did you... Hi, Wayne. Also Wayne's here. As if you could hope to stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh. Before Wayne takes another step down the stairs, paint flows out between cracks in the wood. Reese is panic, pulling in a mob of furious smears to hold his enemies in place. The artist darts away. smears continue their work in his absence. Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway, and Wayne is overcome, glued in place at the top of the stairs by siphoning globs of paint. Let's grab the axe. You need to arm yourself. Run down to the morgue, flying down the steps. The axe is still laying on the floor where you/Reese dropped it. A feeling of safety settles in your chest. If you have to fight, we're prepared. Hey! Doctor's voice crackles out of some unseen speaker. You, Finch. I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. Survive. What is going on? I think you can probably put that together. I need you to get to the medical storage room. I'll give you further instructions when you're there. Alright, I guess let's go ahead and do that. Axe in hand, you rush up the stairs from the morgue and into the medical storage room. I'm here. Great. Now listen to me. I need you to use the black taped key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's battle labeled carfentanil. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't going to cut it anymore. An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good. You should hear this. Finch, you don't have to do anything, she says. I'm not going to hurt anyone else. Just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's going to try to shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear that right? And shove me back down in the basement, or maybe someplace even worse, and keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now. Better than I've ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me. I have a feeling I've got a sense of what the big decision is. Can't you two just get along? No, sorry, we're past that point. I want retribution. More than that, I want security. As long as she lives, I'm in danger. Reese, I love you. I never wanted to get to this point. Don't try to make up for it now. It's too late. If you wanted a good relationship, you had your chance, and you decided to convince me I was dying instead of just letting me exist. Enough. Reese cries out in pain. What the hell did you do to my shoulder? I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. Two stagger off down the hallway. Quick, grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. This isn't just a phase, Mom. Alright. Tranquilizers. Head for the safe room. We have powerful build. I think we ignore it for right now. Alright, back to the... Oh. He's opened the door, slowly breaking apart the mass of paint, sealing it shut. Right, I don't think I can keep it open for long. So I passed her into the safe room. Shuts the door quickly, though one of the little smears managed to slip past her. She stomps on it. Painted viscera splatters across the cement floor. Sounds like your recent friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets here. What's this room? Old x-ray room. Lead walls. After I realized this whole situation was a possibility, I had the door reinforced with some special remote-controlled locks. Glad I could finally come in handy. Let's talk Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead, I have nothing left to hide. When did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. He had the usual changes, then a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. I figure he might have some kind of genetic disorder. Hadn't checked out a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument, and he changed right in front of me. Nothing like what he is now, just a couple inches. Facial abnormalities, enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off, or maybe a hallucination. But the second time, it wasn't as subtle, and it didn't go away as easily. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. How did he not know? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 incidents like this before, maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different, and I just make sure to stay on top of his dosages, so he rarely ever does. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. First, I thought he was some kind of werewolf, but if he is, he doesn't follow any kind of full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do shit to him. You've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. I'd be fascinated to know what happens to him, or how his body does it. But he seems pretty hell-bent on ripping my throat out, so I guess that'll have to remain a mystery. Poison him? Can we stop calling it poison? Yes, it's poison, but the act of me giving him poison was not me poisoning him. I was medicating his illness. It started when he was around 15. I've been giving him increasingly high dosages of clonopin, but his body kept adapting and his symptoms would come back, especially if we ever fought. I couldn't keep ordering all those drugs. He was already suspicious. I could risk losing my license, especially if anyone ever found out what I was using them for. Someone approached me with the solution. I took it. I've been dealing with the emotional and mental consequences of that decision ever since. Now I am wondering, Sybil. Who would know? Who else would know? Was his dad similar? I wish I knew. Reese just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day. Know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. I keep having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet, but they were just dreams. But then, I can't believe this twist. My period stopped. I got morning sickness, and then roughly 9 months later, Reese. Yeah, the relationship seems difficult. You could say that. He was such a cute kid. When I found out I was pregnant, I was terrified. I didn't know if I'd be ready, but he made me love being a mom. It's not like it was going to be sunshine and roses forever. No matter what, kids grow up and they change, sometimes for the worst. This is part of being a mom too, doing what you can to make sure the kid you brought into the world isn't going to go around eating people. How do you know he's dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number 1. Great, now we got an incubus in town, right? Not like he's usually a violent kid, he's mostly just sad. Every now and then we butt heads, and that's usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine if this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a 12-foot tall monster with a million teeth, and rips someone apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh, don't preach to me. Is he a sweet kid most of the time? Absolutely. And Ted Bundy was sweet to the people he picked up off the side of the road. Didn't mean to go ahead and slaughter them anyway. I know what my son is capable of, so it's my job to make sure he doesn't hurt anyone. Game plan. Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, then I lock him in here. Somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. And we all live happily ever after. It's just gonna make him feel trapped, yeah. It sure is, especially since I'll have to isolate him even more now that he knows what's going on. He's gonna hate me. But you gotta work with what you've been given. What I've been given is an ethical dilemma where I either let my son kill me, freeing him to go out and kill others, or imprison him for the rest of his life and force feed him poison to keep him controllable. Or the third option, kill him. I've decided which outcome I can live with. Any other secrets? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say all this shit out loud. No kidding. Breaking glass. Shit, this might be game time. The two of you stare out into the hallway. Oh, it's slow changes here. Hi, Reese. Is this what you were so afraid of? Intro for the tranquilizers. This is our shot. Romance and hot, right? I wonder if this is the... Because if we give her the tranquilizer darts, he's going to be hidden for the rest of the game, probably. If we don't, she's probably going to get killed. Sure, let's do it. Drop our axe. Place a calming hand on his face. I'm back. Welcome back, kitty woman. we're gonna... Do you have a death wish? Get back. A hint of fear in his eyes, like a raging elephant staring down at an approaching mouse. Slowly lift your hand to his face. He shudders as you touch his long maw. Skin elastic and constantly shifting as the bone beneath expands and contracts unnaturally. What are you doing? He takes a step back. And another. Then he's gone. Achievement unlocked. Tame the beast. This is a dating sim, right? Monster lover. Sound of the front door. How in the hell did you manage that? Wait. Wait. People are nice to me. Okay, sure. If that's your exclamation, I'll go with that. But I doubt the rest of the town is going to be as likable as you are. Dr. Kelly carefully makes her way to the entrance of the clinic, checking around corners, and you follow close behind. He's long gone. And hi, kitty woman. Welcome to chapter 4. I think we're good. The night's seemingly empty. I should go after him. He's all keyed up. If I don't do something, he might go after somebody else. I don't think he'll give you a second chance. Yeah, he probably won't give her a second chance, but I should be glad it didn't end worse than this. Did you ever... I'm being honest with myself, it's been a long time coming. I couldn't keep this up forever. Something was bound to break eventually, and I suppose I should be grateful it didn't end with any of us dead. Yet. He could have made less of a mess of the place, though. I gotta get to cleaning. I'd appreciate it if you got the hell out of my house now. But hey, I think we were good now, Dr. Kelly and us. Night is oddly warm compared to the chill of the day. Crickets sing quietly in the sleepy little neighborhood. Everything that happened in the clinic almost feels like a dream. Now that it's over, you realize how little it meshes with your understanding of the world. Yeah, we're just gonna go home. But where's Stella? You don't get far before you're interrupted by the jingling of jog tags. Gretchen! Oh, hold on. Gretchen appears at the edge of the road, running as fast as her geriatric pug legs can carry her. Gretchen seems distressed. She whines as she stares up at you from the ground, eyes desperate, anxiously jumping back and forth and darting away when you try to lean down to her. Gretchen, where's Stella? Gretchen whimpers, then starts trying to drag you towards the woods. Follow Gretchen. She nervously runs ahead of you the whole time, constantly looking back to make sure you're still there. She leads you into the dark woods. Before long, the trees thin, and you find yourself on a steep hill by a 2-lane road, lined on one side by sheer rock. And there, sitting on a log, staring mournfully out at the asphalt, is Stella. Gretchen runs up to her and sits in Stella's lap. Gretchen, you're back. Don't scare me like that again. You sit on the log beside her. Finch, that ghost really did a number on you. So sorry. Oh, what are you doing out here? There was something I had to check out. I've been sitting here since last night, just waiting. This is where the accident happened. My parents died on this bend in the road. They were taking me to college. I was lying in the back seat. It had just rained, and the sun was finally coming out. I should have read the content warnings. So back in 2018, I should preface this with, in 2018, no one died in this incident that I'm about to explain. Back in 2018, I was actually in the car with a friend, and we were going to meet up with her sister and brother-in-law, and on Atlanta's perimeter, we were trying to get over one lane, and at the same time as someone else was, and we hit each other. Like, I'm in the passenger seat, I can't control anything, and we spin out of control and hit the side concrete rail head on. Like, we're skidding, we hit it head on and spin back out into traffic. Honestly, the amazing thing was we both walked away from that. Like, her car was absolutely totaled. Like, the front end, like, just completely smashed. And that's the great thing about modern cars, like about newer cars. They have crumple zones. And this is going to sound, I don't know how this will sound. A couple months later, I was out with with my girlfriend at the time, and her family and I were out in her hometown, and it's like, okay, let's go see a movie. Let's go see Shazam. If you've never seen the Shazam movie, great movie. Like, it's probably one of the better DC superhero movies. At the very beginning, there is a car accident scene. And I was just it was just a flashback to that. And like I was like I was just squeezing her hand, like she didn't know what was up. But I'm like freaking out in my own head, like I'm not okay, kind of thing. I explained afterwards why I was, but yeah. So car accidents turn out get to me now. So yeah. So that right there. And the thing is, like, it was in a movie. It was in an illustrated animation thing. None of the things that happened in either the movie or here actually happened to me. But the quickness of how everything happened, and then the long stretched out of just trying to reorient yourself, was one of the that just got to me. So drive safely, always wear your seatbelt. The reason we were both able to walk away, we were both wearing our seatbelts. I mean, we were both wearing our seatbelts. It would not have been okay. Based on the accident, the speed of impact, and everything, things would have been drastically, probably permanently different had we not. So yeah, make sure to wear a seatbelt. They're good for you. 5 out of 5 dentists recommend it. Even that fifth dentist. Thanks y'all for the hugs. Yeah. And yeah, being in a serious car accident messes you up. I didn't realize. It's sunken in now. It's sunken in. Sorry, I know that's probably a bummer to talk about. It was awful. Really messed me up for a while. In there, Finch. Yeah. And I'm sorry to hear that as well, Sam. But yeah, I think I'm still messed up. I need Olive Pets. I think he's sleeping right now. Hold on. I think I'm still messed up. There's whole years of my life after the accident that feel like they just never happened. Like every time I try and remember them, it's blank. I mean, that didn't happen as much for me just because there was something else that happened in 2018 that's kind of a little bit more memorable. For the folks who know me IRL, you know what I'm referring to. But funnily enough, it is kind of funny how I can kind of classify the years after that. Like 2019, I was dating that girlfriend I was mentioning, and we broke up towards the end of the year. 2020 was, well, 2020. 2021 was 2021. 2022 has been 2022 and has gone by so quickly. I can't believe we're in December. My accident didn't involve other people, but still have massive anxiety about driving. Well, and the interesting thing is, I get very nervous when I'm the passenger. I feel more at ease when I'm the driver. I'm good. When I'm the passenger, that makes me nervous to this day. I have all these videos sitting on my channel that I don't even remember filming. It's scary. At least it hasn't been like that for a while. Thank God. I also want to give Stella a hug. I've never talked about this stuff before to anyone. Perfect. If I ever come visit, you can drive and we will both be comfortable. Exactly. I'll say, you know, we've got to do FinchCon. Like, gotta do like FinchCon or something. DreamHack's in Atlanta. I mean, it just happened, but that'll be next year. Thanks for letting me in. Thanks for being patient with me. The two of you stare out at the road. I think the accident... FinchCon 2023, heck yeah! I mean, honestly, you know, there's a lot to do around Atlanta, I'm just saying. I think the accident is probably why I got into ghost hunting. I think I just want to see them again. I wanted to know whether I even could. I never found anything, so I eventually gave up. Then last night happened. And I ran out here to see if maybe it would happen with them too. Stella wasn't disturbed. She was hopeful. Even if it meant seeing the crash again or seeing them all messed up and dead. I just wanted to see them. Oh, that. It's been a whole day. I don't think they're coming. Always wait a little longer. We both stare out at the quiet mountain road. Gretchen pants lazily in Stella's lap. Nothing happens. Nothing continues to happen for a few long minutes. I think I'm ready to throw in the towel. It's not like I would want to see them like that anyway. I guess I came out here hoping I might get a chance to say goodbye or something like that, since I didn't get a chance when they were alive. Text is clipping through that a little bit. Just because they weren't there doesn't mean they don't love you. Rather, they are. It's a nice thought. Thought a lot about what might come after, whether they're somewhere else or if they just stopped existing. I guess we've seen at least some evidence of the afterlife. I hope that means that there's a good version too, or they're still on that long car ride listening to Dad's tapes with a place in the backseat for me when I eventually catch up to them. Then it won't matter that I never got to say goodbye. Always say goodbye now. Goodbye. I love you. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine. She's silent again, as if waiting for a response. But it never comes. But she smiles, a lively glimmer returning to her sad eyes. That kind of felt better. I don't think I realized how much I'd kind of trapped myself in my own head. Thank you for breaking me out of it. Straightens up, stretching her neck. Gretchen hops down from her lap, tags jingling in the quiet night air. You should probably head back, right? I haven't slept in a day. I should probably... Well, the good news is no one died today, so... I should tell you about what happened today. Oh? You relay the events of the evening as best you can. Saying it out loud somehow makes it feel less real, like you're sharing the plot of a horror movie, not something that actually happened to you. Oh my god. So he's just out there somewhere, all monstery? This is a lot to take in. I've known that guy for pretty much my whole life, and I had no idea. I hope he's okay. You two are dating after all that? No. This new one's going right into the void. I think I messed things up because I wanted to romance Stella. At least till we get to the end of the week. Let's get out of here. I messed up. I can walk you through the woods so you don't get lost. Then I guess you should probably get back to Tabitha before you give her an aneurysm. It's me. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. She gives you a tired wave before retreating into her house. Time for you to get home, too. Trauma straight into the void. Hi, Wayne. He appears as if out of nowhere. Closed street with what at first looks like blood and gore, but you quickly realize is paint. Evidence of his altercation with Reese. I'll walk you. Hi, Red. How's it going? Yeah, I appreciate the company. I'm more okay with, Wayne. I'm a little bit more okay with Wayne. Complete silence. Did you know Reese was like that? I knew he was different. How exactly, I wasn't sure. But now I know. I should be able to make quick work of him next time. Yeah, why are you following me around? Huh? Stella, Kaneeka, Sybil, Tabitha? Because we're special. I shall not question what I've seen. That's fair. Honestly, why am I special? You simply are. Do not feel the ties that bind us? They are unbreakable. Thought you wanted me to stay at the estate. I swear, if Wayne is us... Thought you wanted me to stay at the estate. Aren't you going to lecture me? You are free to make your own decisions. Those decisions have been made. I know that something pulls at you, and I know that you now cannot stop until your task is finished. I'll keep you safe while you do what you must. I can flirt with Wayne. Okay, we're gonna do this. I know things got seen with Reese earlier, but I still have only eyes for you, big fella. I'm not threatened by him. I know I've already won your heart. The bond we could share fits what? So what? So Sam, so basically there are 7 different traits that you can have, and it's just who you are. So for example, one of ours is hot. As in game, we are hot, and that opens up dialogue options. We also have a powerful build, so we can also punch things. And there's a couple, like street smart or I'm surprised genre savvy isn't one. Romance everyone, exactly, right? You know, it's a dating sim. The bond we could share, Finch. It would be deeper than any bond you could form with a half-baked monstrosity like him. Oh, what? Seems like Reese gave you run for your money. She's laughing. He managed to catch me off guard. The contracts of his were an interesting little trick, but that's all they were. This is how I make characters hate me in games. Oh, so Habitat, who was in chat earlier, she's one of the playthroughs she's doing of this game is a Valley Girl one, where she also has the hot trait, and she's mean to everyone. Yeah, thanks for looking out for me tonight. Anytime you find yourself in danger, I'll be there for you. I will always be there for you. But yeah, there are 7 different traits, and they're all honestly fantastic. It is so fetch. But yeah, so like powerful build, hot, street smart, talk to animals is one. Mystical. Basically observant, and what's the last one? And the 7th one. They all have a lot of value. They're all really they're all fun, and you continue in silence back to the estate. I am sure we'll see each other tomorrow. You should try to spend some time in that old building before you head into town. Tabitha won't be around, too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you, and you might be surprised at what you find. Thanks. Until then, sleep well. He disappears into the underbrush. The estate feels empty, wind howling through its abandoned halls. The very foundations creaking beneath you. Your cousin must have already gone to bed. Sleep well, XOXO, Wayne, right? The damp smell of the mattress almost starting to become almost welcoming, and that the now daily horrors of Scarlet Hollow are finally behind you, at least until the sun inevitably rises once again. Close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese out in the woods somewhere, truly free for the first time in his life, and then you think of nothing. This is the end of episode 4. The artist, Cayenne, and MX Galaxy. So, one of them we got for completing Chapter 4, one of them for completing Chapter 4 with the powerful build, and one for completing it with Hot.